It is decidedly not Wednesday. It is Monday. Hello, everyone. If there's anyone here, anyone to sprint with me at all, but I needed the accountability of at least something. I'm very sweaty. I look gross. The amount that I want to nap is infinite amounts of nap needed. And instead, we're going to do some yap. Except we're not, because I got work to do. It's been a while since you've seen me streaming, A, solo, B, streaming at all, because I've been away. If you missed it last Wednesday, I did set up a bookshelf here, so you have more stuff to look at in the background of the video. The stream. She doesn't make videos anymore. Anyway, we're gonna yap for approximately, I can't do math, 9 more minutes. And then we're going to jump into a sprint, and we're going to do 45 15s in case there's a Ms. Mo who wildly joins us in the comments. I did ask if she wanted to be on screen, and she shot me down. So thanks, Ms. Mo. Just kidding. It's because her internet sucks. And I know firsthand. Anyway, I have been having so much trouble focusing because I am too in my head once again with some things. With some writing related things. Basically, I can't tell you all the secrets, but I am working on some stuff for my agent. That's what I can tell you. And I am, as the title says, overthinking every single word I've ever written. So we'll be working on that. So you can watch me overthinking it. It's okay. We can do this. If you're wondering why I'm Kitty Ann Sweats today, it's because my mother forced me to go out on a walk this morning. And while it was not too hot, it was not like super hot. It was like 70 degrees, 75 mayhaps. It was so humid. It was so humid, y'all. It was so humid. So I'm so sweaty. My hair looks gross and disgusting. Like I said, I want to take a nap. I want to take a shower. I want to leave. I want to not do this. But we are a working woman. We are a woman with a job, and this is my job. So, is what we're doing. That's the app for you. Hi. I also have 2 dogs here with me. I have a Blue Bear. Come here, Blue Bear. Show your face. Show your face. We have a boo boo. I love you. And you good boy. Yes, there he is. We also have a bunny, but she is currently under my desk. She has stolen Mr. Blueberry's spot. I'm hoping they're not going to be too rambunctious, but if you hear obnoxious licking, it's the dogs because my legs are sweaty. So, LOL. Anyway, let me know what you're going to be working on today, how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing, what you're working on, and what's the weather like where you are. That's what my questions are. We have a Jod. A Jod approves, which I thought we were not going to have a Jod. We're at 80% chart, so I guess we can be friends for a little bit. Just a moment. A teensy skosh of a moment. I love it. We can be friends. I'm so glad you're here. I love you, Jod. I missed you, Jod. I saw you yesterday. Well, I saw you on screen yesterday. I didn't see you physically. But you'll have to tide me over. Also, let me know what you're drinking today. If you're having any fun drinks. I have a Coke. This is not a Coke. This is a nice coffee. It's an appropriate beverage for 10 o'clock in the morning. And I also have water. So, let's see. We have a Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Does this mean I have to do work for 2 hours before I go live? I may be convinced. I think you should do some work with us, Crystal. It's less scary when you're doing it with some friends, with your friends and family. Are you doing a work stream today, or is today a game stream? My question. Hi, Miley. I missed you too. I feel like I've missed you all so much. It's because I was traveling so much. For everyone who's in the Discord, if you're doing anything fun in August, streaming, birthdays, events, anything you want, please tell me in the calendar section, because, and I mentioned this because the Friday sleepover streams will be returning in August. I don't know if I had one in June. Didn't have any in July. So we're returning in August. So yeah. Yes, we're doing our jobs together. Hi, Blue. Just says hi to you. He says hi. She says hi to you, Mr. Blue Bear. Okay, you're gonna bite your sister. That's fine. Hi, Sayla. Happy Monday. How are you doing? Hi, Jessica. I need to finish a blog and continue outlining Labyrinth. Okay, amazing. Not to trigger or traumatize you if you've spoken about this before, but I've missed it. What about Gay Mermaids? Is she off the table? Was that just July? Give me the update. Sorry if you've made a massive decision that you're like, I hate this project, and I've just triggered you, but I don't know. I feel like I'm still at the loop. Miley says, I'm going to outline my beta feedback. Ooh, exciting. I love that. We're doing a day 4-ish into a 30C heat wave. That's hot as fuck in Fahrenheit. That is hot as fuck. I'm pretty sure that's over 90. That's insane. That's insane. I'm so sorry to you. Yeah, it's going to be quite hot today too. Guten Morgen, Grayson. How are you? How you doing? Congratulations on your job. I don't think I've seen you since, but I read your newsletter on a train and I was so excited. And then you. Stop. No noises. No noises until the sprint. Okay, 3 minutes and then you can make noises. Sales says I'm getting back to a brain rot project this week. Brain from last week, but didn't. Right, I did, but I didn't. I know what you're putting down. But what's the brain rot project? What's the vibe? Are you saying Coke is an appropriate drink for early in the morning because you're straight happy with the vanilla Coke? I don't know if it is or not. I am not the purveyor of that, and I'd be a hypocrite if I said that Coke was an early morning drink because I've definitely drank Coke early in the morning. Yeah, it's gonna be 90-32 to here today, so fun times. So fun. I love this season so much. Today's gaming stream. Slice, so you should work for the 2 hours until your gaming stream. Just saying. Oh, hey, Marlon. What you doing, girly? How you doing? August is time to lock in. Grayson, you have no idea. Focus time. We're locking in. We're locking the fuck in, okay? Yeah, you and holding us. I know. It's just because I've been traveling and super, super tired. But we're back on that work grind, and you know what that means. I need to stream, otherwise I'm not going to work. Or be present, like, at other people's streams, but no one was streaming this morning, so here I am. Oh, hi Keiko. Jessica said, I actually put it off to the side. I still love it, but I just had this moment where I sat down to write Drowning Out of Water, and my brain was like, no, Labyrinth. Yes, I feel this deeply. I feel this in my soul. I feel it. I'm glad you still love it, though. So, making me very happy by doing what it wants for a moment. Also, what I'm doing. Ooh, I remember going on Monday, Friday. Hey, hence why you're here. Oh my God, I'm so glad. Hi, Tommy. I've been talking about this channel page for weeks. Well, I hope we live up to the hype. Just me today. Usually I have 3 other co-hosts who are funnier than I am. Yeah. We're just here. We're gonna actually do some sprints. Usually on our fun sprint times on Wednesday, there's not much sprinting, but today we're sprinting. As Grayson says, it's not shocking to you that I'm standing on business. Yeah, we're doing it. We're locking in. We're locking in this month. So happy to have you. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. We're hanging out. Here I am, seeing the live stream and having to check the calendar to make sure it's not Wednesday. I know it's been so long since there's been a rogue, but we're going rogue. Good morning, Kristen. Yes, we're locking in. Some excitement. The friends are here. I've taken a good old break in July. I think a lot of us have. We were grinding there throughout spring. There we go. Got to do some book 2 stuff. I love it. And some TikTok tarot reader came up on my page with full yesterday telling you I'm ready for change. I am obsessed with that for you. I love that. We're doing it. I love the tarot TikTok readers. They're so funny to me. So glad we always want more friends. We always want new friends. Hi, Elena. Oh my God, your profile picture, you look so pretty. I love it. I don't know if you changed it before, but I think I thought that before, but other people were talking and I wanted to tell you. So now it's my stream, so I can say these things. I'm the only one here chatting. Well, besides y'all in the chat. Which should we put you over here? Should we put you over here in this little stage? Oh my god, we gotta sprint. We must do the things. We must. Last thing is the brain rot is a lot of these. Demented Cinderella vibes. What if someone's neurodivergent hyperfixation helped us solve missing person states? And also all the adults are the worst trademark. I'm obsessed. Demented Cinderella vibes. I'm so fascinated. I would love for you to tell me more. Is this like fantasy? Is it set in our world? Is it modern? Is it more like mystery thriller? I love it. Yeah, we always need more cult members. I'm gonna pull up a sprint here. We're gonna do my favorite. Oop, I just fully misspelled that, but luckily it came up anyway. We're doing a hex hourglass timer. Let me share screen. Let's see. Oh, you can see I'm watching a Cody video, or I was. I put it on my watch list. Sorry, Cody. And I was like, no, if I start watching YouTube right now, I will fall down a rabbit hole and not do anything. And I got shit to do today. What are we gonna do today? The vibes are hot outside, so let's do the spring altar timer. And we're doing a couple minutes late. And I still want to stop at the top of the hour. So we'll do 45. Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. I almost watched that video too. I know I might I might have it on while I'm doing a couple admin things. There we go. This one. Yeah, there we go. And then that would be 40. What's 60 minus 17? 43. 43. We can do this. I did that math in my head. Totally. There we go. There we go. 43 minutes. Oh, it's going to be 42 now because I yapped while trying to find out what time is this. There we go. 42 minutes. Starting out. Good luck, everyone. Do your work. Oh, I'm still tiny. Apologies. Here I am. We're back. Let me know how you did during that first sprint. Let me know what the vibes are, and how you did. Yeah, the layout is so silly. I don't know why we made this, but like there's so many random, I wish you could see it, but like there's more of us. There's like we're randomly scattered across the screen. And I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, ooh, what's this dog doing? What are you doing? Yeah, we got a teeny tiny Katie, so you can't see my faces of not turmoil, consideration, the amount of consideration. I swear I've written like just comments of my thoughts just like thrown at my agent. Which every time I say that I feel so pretentious, being like, yeah, I'm working on stuff for my agent. Like, shut up, Catherine. But anyway, yeah, made myself teeny tiny so you didn't have to see the faces I was making as I was considering things and trying to brainstorm and make things work. Because I did finish one of the pitches, but I started this yesterday on Lindsay's stream where I had to like flip flop things around and like move things because I added a plot point that I was originally keeping secret. I don't know why I was keeping it a secret, but I was like, what if I move this here and then also portray this? And I wrote my little comment. I know this is dark, but apparently I'm an angst girly, but I'm an angst girly at my core. So I was like, oh, I was intending this one to be light and fluffy. LOL. That's a joke. Anyway, so that was what I did during the sprint. And the third pitch that I was working on, I moved to that one. And that one didn't have a lot of edits. It just had more like discussion stuff as we're trying to figure out how it goes. Madam Bunny. Thank you, boners. I have a scrape on my knee because I fell on Friday. And so both of them are obsessed with like trying to lick it. So we got to keep my knee angled away from lolling tongues. Oop, I just scrolled too far. But yeah. Hi, Kakahime. How are you doing today? Hi, Susan. Good morning. Surprise stream. Very surprised. Much surprise. That was cringy. Nothing is not cringe. I used your Kermit meme as my thumbnail. Just because that woohoo blog has been finished, put on my website. Now I can get to my goal of actually outlining. Ooh, can you link your blog somewhere? I would like to see. I procrastinate. Do you do a newsletter, Jessica? Because I would also, if anyone has any newsletters, let me know. Because I love a newsletter. I love reading a newsletter. Like I know people are like, oh, I hate newsletters. Newsletters are annoying. Couldn't be me. I love a newsletter. Tell me all your secret things in your newsletter. It's as if we're just having like a little FaceTime call. I love it. Hi, Lizzie. How are you doing? Sayla says, look at my project. I don't know how to explain the Cinderella part without spoiling it. But it's contemporary, not fantasy, but also 90s. Because the 90s probably 5 years ago, you know? Yeah, totally. Literally, right? No, I understand that because I was like, oh yeah, the book that I was working on the channel, the Necromancer Witch story. I think it's set in 1999. And yeah, I get it. I love it. I love those. I love the 90s vibes. I'm a fan. Mullen was so productive with work. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. A slay. You're just such a slay. I'm so tired because it's been intense for the last 3 weeks, and I just want to relax this evening in the evening instead of writing. You deserve it. You deserve it, Mullen. Take a break. Take a break. Sorry, just triggered all of you Hamilton fans in the chat. Chris says, I have no word right now because I'm just editing some chapters I already wrote since they don't work the changes I made to book 1. Oh, doesn't that just... I know the feeling. Crystal. I made a decision the other day about book 3 that I then had to change some stuff in book 2. And I'm like itching to go back because I'm like, I can change this. I can make this more interesting. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. I thought he was gagging for a second. He was not. He was just breathing weird. Actually, he was sniffing. You were sniffing something, weren't you? Anyway, I feel this. But you got work done, which is the point. Is the goal. I did things. Exactly. You did them. Jessica says, I got the blog done, pulled my Scrivener doc, finished my coffee, and even had an idea of how I want to work out the next chapter. Slay, Jessica. I'm obsessed. You're killing it, Jessica. I love it. Susan said, I started a Substack newsletter last month. Fun to write, surprisingly. Oh my God. Also drop it somewhere. I would love to follow because I love, like I said, I love a newsletter. I've been researching newsletters actually, so I'm gonna take the info from everyone that I can. Mullen, when you have a newsletter, I will sign up instantly. I'll be instantly there to sign up because I love a newsletter. I don't think I could do more than once a month. That's honestly, I think that's why I like newsletters. I was actually talking to, were we live when we discussed this? I don't think we were, but we were discussing whether I would come back to YouTube to write or to make like videos, like video videos. And I don't think I'm done with YouTube, but there is definitely a time aspect of YouTube that, because Wallace was like, why don't you just like film yourself talking about what you're talking in your newsletter? And I was like, okay, well, that's what my coffee chats are. But like, it still takes me a ridiculous amount of time to film, edit, upload, make, like doing all this creation stuff around the videos. Whereas like with the newsletter, like it does take time, but not nearly as much time as a YouTube video. And, you know, because I can write faster than I can edit, like video edit. I can write a newsletter faster and I can even video edit a video plus like the talking part of it. Anyway, the whole point is I love newsletters because they're once a month. Mine are once a month, usually. Sometimes they're there's more time between that. Sometimes they're not even monthly. Sometimes they're quarterly. They have been recently. But yeah, you just put up once a month. And I think that honestly works for people because then enough time passes between each newsletter that you have stuff to actually put in the newsletter. And I find that I like the monthly newsletters, that I look forward to the monthly newsletters, so I can see what someone has done throughout a month is my point. So I think doing it once a month is how most people do it. Like V. Schwab does once a month. I try to do once a month. Susan Dennard does more than once a month, but her newsletters function more like blog posts, as opposed to like the traditional once a month ones that she does. But it honestly, your mileage varies based on what you're trying to accomplish with your newsletter / how much you have to talk about. Because sometimes like I have a folder because I have a Scrivener document for my newsletters. I'm just gabbing at this point to gab. And my internet's telling me my internet's not great. So apologies if any of this doesn't come through. But I have a Scrivy document and I have ones called my specials where they come out randomly and they're shorter and they only have like a very specific thing. Like when I had my Goodreads giveaway on release day, I had one that went out. So on special events, you can come up with shorter ones, but like your actual newsletter, give you what it is. Anyway, I'm sure you already knew all of that, but alas, I'm a yapper. It's hard to consider 90s as historical fiction. Oh my God, shut up, Sayla. It is, isn't it? It doesn't commute to me either. Got done doing work for work. Got work done for work. Slay, Jod. Yeah, I'm doing every 2 weeks for now. I dropped once a month once school starts again, which is next week. Sigh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, when life stuff happens for sure. Yeah, I mean, we can't make any changes to book one. Book one is finalized. So every book needs to match chapter. And I'm 7 chapters deep into book 2 right now. That is so true. There's a small thing in BC. I think I've talked about this before. But in the epilogue of BC, I think I get away with something, but I might have to change it in book, like change an event to happen at a different event in book 2. But I think I get away with it. But I also have been just considering changing something anyway. Oh no, this is not going to stand up. There we go. I don't know why I picked it up. You could see it right there. And also in the background. I knew that was going to happen. Maybe this is a sign I should clock out. I'll fix it properly later. These keep falling. They keep falling everywhere. I'm now covering it at them. I'm so sorry. But that's also a DASM. Anyway, LOL. My work computer is fusing on me, and I think that's a sign I should call out today. I think it's a sign, Kristen. I think you should come and write with us. If your boss is here, that was a joke. Okay, perfect. I will go do that. Someday I won't have a mortal job. I hope. I hope to. So true about YouTube, but I really enjoy editing. Like, I'm editing a video for work now, and I'm having so much fun. I think I've just grown tired of editing myself. Yeah. Hello, dropping in from a pretty bench by the river. Anna, please share a photo in the cafe travel section if you wish. That's so beautiful. I'm just picturing you in the sun. Beautiful time. I will say I love a newsletter. I can't understand people who dislike them. Yep. I love a newsletter. I can't even cap. I forget about newsletters, blogs, Substacks. I tend to follow people cross platforms, so sometimes written posts feel re-editor, which isn't always the case, but I get fatigue. That is so fair. That's so fair. Yeah. No, I totally get that. And sometimes if I'm feeling the fatigue, I'll just leave the newsletter in my email unopened, because I have a Writer of Scribbles email that I use for writing related stuff, outside of like my work side. Like, I have my work email, which is my Katie Chandler email, but then I have my Writer of Scribbles, which is like for all of my Substacks and such. And I'll just leave it there, which I know some people get crazy about because they're like, oh my God, you have unopened things. But if y'all saw my real life email, like my life email from before I was an author, y'all would lose your shit. So if you're that person, Sayla, sorry, but I get it. I really want to speak more about the inspiration I get from other media rather than another version of my YouTube blogging. Okay. So I was thinking each month I did one movie, one TV show, one book read, one song, and one pick of Edgar. Please do that. Oh my God. Do the dog pictures. Fully here for that. That's the photo dump of the dogs is what everyone says they love about my newsletter. And you know what? Fair. It also encourages me to take more pictures of them. Because it's with a newsletter. Yes, it is, Manners. She's so cute. She's so sleepy because she's in heat. But I do love this. It sounds so awesome. Some writing news. Yeah. I think having different, like as like a recommendation station almost. There you go. Free time. Oh. Hi, Emily. Oh my God. Hello, my darling. I love my Substack, but I did have to dwindle my following list down because some newsletters were getting excessive, way too frequent. You don't have to worry about that with me. She's not frequent. No, but I also get that. I think everyone has a Substack now. But yeah, I feel that. What are the chances of one of you coming to work with me so I can go take a nap? I mean, by the time I could get to you, Jod, your day would be over. Because I think I'm 6 hours from you. No, 5 hours. Yeah, it'd be pretty much over. I keep having to open the book one doc to make sure I'm not missing things because some of these book 2 chapters have this happened moments, but it's off screen, never happened. So I question everything within. How do I not remember what's happening in my own book when it's going through final edits? I don't fucking know. So fair, Crystal. Look, it's a nightmare. I cannot even imagine. Like, because I have not written a series that is like yours is fully like interconnected. Like book 1 goes into book 2, same character, same vibes. So I think it'd drive me crazy. Might drive you crazy. Yeah, give me a day to travel or so. Be right there. Thank you. It just, Which, no, I can't. Yeah, 5 hours away. Sadly. 5 hours too many. Officially not working today. If only like when I can write today, but Mom was staying with me for 3 days and I need to Colleen before she gets here. Hey. You got this. You can do cleaning sprints, which we're going to start in 2 seconds. Oh my God. Yep, take a half day. Just get out of my state. Much less get to you. Yep. I do love the return new long form newsletters, blogs, etc. to fix our attention span, beskies. Yes. I know. I'm like, let me just consume this, internal monologue. I think it's me craving a memoir, but also knowing I don't have time to read a memoir. Like, I love memoirs, but I don't have time to read it because I'm currently in my romance reading era for research. Yeah, we already knew that. We know this. Yeah, can you be driven crazy if you're already crazy? Levels of crazy. Do love Substack, and I'm a paid member of Susan Dennis Substack, but she's my queen, so no one's surprised. No one is surprised. You know what? That's good bang for your buck. Which one do we want to do today? Today, as our second sprint. We pull up our second timer. Let's do this one. Which again is going to be a little less than 45. I think it's going to be 44 minutes if I can do math correctly. There we go. It's good enough. All right, another 45. Good luck, everyone. You got this. Look at this. I'm going to be writing those magic spells again. Good luck.